Hi Rupa, how are you doing? I'm just waiting for other people to join. So yeah, let's give them another couple of minutes, and if someone joins, well and good. If not, that's also fine, I guess, because then I will get more time to do other stuff. I guess I need to start packing now because I'll be moving out from this place on 28th of November. So yeah, I need to start packing. I'm doing good, thank you. Is it starting to get cold in India as well? Well, here it is quite cold now. Yeah, for me, I think the toughest part is unpacking. I can pack stuff, but what I don't like is unpacking stuff. So that's that. But yeah, I think it should be fine. Yeah, Bangalore is a nice place. You don't get too cold or too hot. So, as compared to other areas in India, so that's there. Because in Kota, it can get really, really hot during summers. It can go up to even 50 degrees Celsius, and in winters, it can be really cold. We'll wait for another minute and see if people are joining. If not, then we'll call it a day. Hi, brother. Are people still getting jobs in the UK? Yes, people are getting jobs in the UK. Good afternoon, Bhagya. Everything is okay. Yes, everything is going good. Just bit of busy week from past 2 3 weeks, I would say, because we are doing a rollout of the dashboard of the platform that we were making. So it takes quite a lot of hypercare and talking to different teams, giving them the walkthrough, telling them how to use. So it has been a bit busy, but apart from that, yeah, it's all good. And I think next few weeks are gonna be busy as well. Maybe less so from work side, but more from personal side because, like I said earlier today in the live stream, I am moving from this place to another one on 28th of November within Newcastle. So I need to start packing, and then I have to do the moving and stuff. and after that I'm going to India. So yeah, there are some travels around that, so yeah, it's gonna be a bit busy. But apart from that, yeah, everything is all good. Should I come to UK? I have 2 years of work experience in MNC and working in business intelligence. Should I come to UK or look for better opportunities in the company itself? uh well, let's see both of the options from financial perspective. If we talk about the salary, it's not like you get a lot of salary here when compared to other foreign countries, so that's there. And if you are earning, mm, let's say 11 12 lakh per annum in India, and if you are living certain lifestyle according to that, if you want to have a similar kind of lifestyle here in the UK, you may have to earn around, let's say 35k, 35,000 pounds per annum. So that should be somewhere around that. So considering that, I don't think from salary perspective it makes a lot of difference. So if that's the only reason why you want to switch, or if you want to move to UK, then maybe no. And the other thing is you have some experience, so you should be able to uh, get job here in the UK if you do your masters or something like that. But people are getting job, yes, that is true, but then you need to keep in mind that the competition is just too high for now. There are like at least 200 people applying for one particular job, so competition is too high. If you can make transition within the company or in India itself, I think that would be the safer option for now. But if you have the capacity to take a bit of risk, and if you want to explore different culture, if you want to explore different work environment, and if you want to be in the UK for, let's say, travel purpose or anything else, yes, of course, it is a good option. You can come to UK and then you can look for a job here. So in that case, yes, of course, you can come to UK. But just keep in mind, job market is highly, highly competitive. How much coding knowledge required to get in data science for someone from non-tech background? Overview all of the GitHub repository regarding Python. Um, you need to have good hold over programming or coding if you want to get into data science, because a lot of people will say that you just need to use Python packages to do stuff, which is true. But when you have to do data cleaning or data processing, in that case, it's not gonna help you much, because then you'll have to write your own logic, and for that you need to be good at coding, and you need to be comfortable with coding, because then you'll have to think in a way program runs. And then it's not just about writing code, it has to be optimized as well. Because uh, earlier I was yeah, we were working with Durham University, and there were a few students, and they were working on a project. So there was this girl, she wrote a code which was fine, it was working okay. But then when she showed, I was like, you are using two nested for loops, and the complexity of that program was n square, which was a lot, which she could have done in constant time, so order of one. So I told her, and when she changed the code, she could clearly see the difference in performance, and the application was running much faster. So if you don't have idea about what you can change, and what that code means and how to improve it, in that case I think it will be a bit tricky, because in interviews they do look for these kind of things, and they do test some of the fundamentals of programming. So I would say it doesn't really matter from which background you are, whether you're coming from a non-technical background or you're coming from technical background, you need to have good hold over programming. I hope you will have good days. Thanks, Bhagya. After completing the course, how many days, months it took you to get a job? Right. So when I was in my first semester, because there is no straightforward answer to this question, so that's why I'm gonna tell you the whole journey, how I found a job. So when I was in my first semester, and I had just finished my first semester, I started applying for graduate roles, and in January, I think I was, yeah, I joined my course in September 21, and January 22, I had this graduate role, right? Uh, Graduate job offer, whatever you like to call it. So I had that thing in hand, and I thought I will apply for more jobs, but then I think I got lazy, which was one of the mistakes that I did. I shouldn't have done that. So by the time I finished my course, and my joining was in October 22, and I got into different kind of projects, internships. I was working on some personal projects as well. So I completely neglected applying for jobs. I thought I'll do it in May, but then like I told you, I was doing internship, and it became quite demanding at some point. So I completely neglected about applying for jobs. And then I thought, okay, fine, I'll just join this graduate role in October. Uh, but then I think when I submitted my dissertation in August end, I started applying for jobs again because I had time. And then I was able to get another job, which was not a graduate role, which was a senior data scientist role. And then I joined that one, and I did not join the graduate role because of obvious reasons. And but the other thing is, the senior data scientist role, it was in a startup, and I started working there, and it went on for 3 to 4 months, I think. But then the project for which they hired me, they lost their project, and I think that was the flagship project that they had. So they lost a lot of funding, and so they had to just let me go, and I was laid off. And then I started applying for jobs again in January, by the end of January. And the current role where I'm working, I got offer on 13th of March this year itself. So yeah, I had a gap of around 1.5 month. So it was not a straightforward answer, but I hope you would have got an idea about how much time it took for me to get a job. Is University of South Wales is good for masters in data science? I don't know much about this university, and I think I haven't heard a lot about this university, so I can't really comment on how is this university in general. But if you want, I can look at the course content, and probably I'll be able to tell something about the course itself. MSc Data Science, University of South Wales, right? So I'm currently looking at their course page. So they have two sections. One is 2024 and the other one is 2025. So let's look at course detail for 2024. Good thing is they have given some of the lecturers' names. So if you have any queries about the module itself, you can always reach out to these professors, and you'll be able to get some information about the modules. But I cannot find the module details. I can't see the course structure. Well, no, I can't really comment on how the course will be or how the university is. Does internship pay? Yes, it did pay. And usually internships in the UK, they pay you. It can be found under what will you study. Okay. So their assessment is entirely through coursework. So that's something good because I like this kind of assessment where you don't have to write exams, because to write exams you can just cram through the material and you can write whatever you want. But when the assessments are through the coursework, you'll be working on quite a lot of different type of projects which you can always add in your profile. Stream 1, applied statistics for data science, data mining and statistical forecasting, project management and research methodology, principles of computing, applied machine learning, big data. Seems like a good one for me because they're covering statistics, which is very important, data mining, and principles of computing. So I hope you'll be learning more about algorithms and stuff. And then machine learning, deep learning, which seems like a very important aspect of data science, which is, of course, and big data engineering and application, which is again very important. So yeah, from course structure perspective, it seems like a good course. As for how the university is, I would suggest reaching out to people on LinkedIn who have done their masters in data science from University of South Wales. So do reach out to them, ask them how the university is and how the teaching is and things like that, because they are the best people who can tell you uh, about how things are from the inside. I can only comment on the course content. As for course content, it looks good to me. For senior data scientist, one doesn't need to have experience. Yes, you do need experience for senior data scientist role. How do you manage to get job, like using LinkedIn or something like that? Yes, most of the times, well, all the jobs which I have got, they are through LinkedIn itself. But then there are other platforms as well where you can apply for jobs, like CV Library, Total Jobs, Target Jobs, uh, Indeed, Monster. So those kind of platforms. So you can apply for jobs on those platforms as well. How good is University of Dundee and Strathclyde for MSc Data Science? Um, I think they are good, but again, like I told you, I can only comment on the course structure, and course structure is not the only thing which you need to look at for a university. So, as for course content, yes, they both have good course structure, and they are covering all the important bits of data science. So, from course perspective, yeah, I would say it's a good one. Thanks for suggestion. Can we discuss about some in depth regarding prerequisites via Instagram or LinkedIn? You can find my LinkedIn profile in description, so you can drop me a message on LinkedIn. But do note that it may take time for me to get back because there are lots and lots of pending messages on LinkedIn. Uh, but as for prerequisites, I already have a video, so let me quickly find that video and share it with you in the chat. Hopefully, that will give you a good idea about uh, what things to prepare for before you come for masters in the UK. Right, so this is the video, but where is the live? There it is. So this is the link. How much will a person get for internship on average, and if okay, how much have you earned and how you got internship offer? Yeah, so for internship you can obviously get, in the at the very least you will be able to get the minimum wage, which is somewhere around 10 pounds per hour, and as a student you will be able to work for 20 hours per week. So that's the kind of pay you can expect in your internship. I was getting, I think, I don't recall exactly, but I think it was 12 to 13 pounds per hour. I think it was something like that. um, so yeah. I'm currently pursuing my master's in data science from University of Liverpool, I think, if I remember correctly, Utkarsha. uh, Please, can you throw some light on graduate job roles whose applications are currently ongoing? I haven't started applying yet. Is it too late? Uh, well, I cannot comment on which companies are providing graduate roles now because it's just really hard for me to keep track of. But no, it is not. late because I think this is a good time to start applying for graduate roles. For October intake, lot of companies, they will start application somewhere around December to January time, I think. So yeah, it's not late. You can still apply, but I think you need to search for graduate roles in the UK. If you just do a Google search, you should be able to find. But if I can give you some of the companies' name, because I remember these companies listing some of the graduate roles. Uh, ThoughtWorks, I think, yeah. Let me put them in the chat. ThoughtWorks, then BAE Systems. There was one more. I don't recall the name. Well, what I will do is I will try to um, search for the names of those companies. But apart from that, I think you can check out graduate roles uh, on these companies' career page, and hopefully you should be able to find something. But it's not too late. You can apply, and you should be able to find something. I'm just trying to check my mail if I can find the company's name. Well, anyways, I will try to look for it, and if I can find, I will share it with you. I got offered for MSc Data Science and Analytics in Hertfordshire. So, if possible, can you check the course content and check if the course is good? And is deep learning necessary? So, deep learning is not necessary, but it's good to have simply because uh, of the competition that you have in the job market. A lot of people are coming to the job market and they have experience, relevant experience, and they know about cloud platforms, they know about Python properly, they probably would have worked on Python as well, they have good understanding of machine learning, and they also know deep learning. So if you are someone who is a fresher, who um, who just knows uh, Python, data analysis, and machine learning, you are already at a disadvantage while applying for a job. So it's not like it is necessary, but if we look at the job market and the kind of people who are in the job market looking for a job, I think it is important to know deep learning as well. As for Hertfordshire's course content, I think they do have different type of data science courses. um, the one which I looked at, I think it was good, and I think it was just MSc Data Science. Let me see if I can find MSc Data Science and Analytics, University of Hertfordshire. There it is. Um, so they cover data mining, that is good. Neural networks and machine learning. So they are covering machine learning, deep learning both. That's also good. Foundations of data science, applied data science and analytics, data science and analytics master's project, team research and development project, responsible technology. Okay, seems all right to me. In foundations, they are covering basic linear algebra, calculus, statistics, probability, and fundamentals of Bayesian inference, basic set theories, and so they're covering all the mathematical concepts in foundations of data science, which is good. And in neural network and machine learning course, they are covering data mining, biocomputation, evolutionary algorithm, neural networks as models of brain function in health. It seems very much centric to medical domain or health sector, but the underlying concepts or the fundamentals they stay the same. So you can apply the same on other kind of data sets as well, like how the neural network works. It is going to stay the same, but of course the domain knowledge, it will vary from data set to data set. Overall, I would say yeah, it's an okay universe. Well, it's an okay course structure. So that's what I can say about the course content. So is that it? We don't have any more questions, I guess. So if that's all, then let's call it a day and have a wonderful weekend, everyone. And hopefully, we'll enjoy your final World Cup match tomorrow. I think it is tomorrow between India and Australia. So enjoy the match. I will see you guys next Saturday, 12 p.m. UK time. Bye, everyone. Have you checked MSc Data Science? I checked Data Science and Analytics course and not MSc Data Science because I think you mentioned MSc Data Science and Analytics. So yeah, you're welcome, Vicky. So bye, everyone. Have a good weekend.